Hey guys, ANCAP24 from SmartMadden.com. We're continuing our series on the PA shot seams play out of the gun tight offset tight end. We're going to go ahead and show you how this beats man coverage. If you guys haven't been watching the videos and it's the first time that you've watched this video, I want to make sure that you know that we use the halfback 1 package for this, where it puts the number 1 halfback in the backfield and uses a 4 wide receiver set with your number 1 wide receiver on the inside slot on the right hand slide. So let's go ahead and show this. We're going to go ahead against man coverage today and show you what man beaters we can use. Now what I want to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and show you against man coverage, and then we're going to get into doing our own guide for the man press. So we're not going to highlight man press right now, but that will come out in a later date. So I don't want you guys to hit me up on YouTube, say what about man press. That will be coming out later, and I'll show you how to beat man press and whatnot. So the first thing against man coverage, I want to make sure that you understand how to read the defense. In this tight formation, you're going to see that the 2 outside cornerbacks are going to be within 1 yard of the outside of our wide receivers and at the 5-yard depth from the line of scrimmage. That's going to indicate cover 2 man. Now if it's cover 2, what you're going to see here is that those players are going to widen out to about the 3-yard mark. So right now you should get a pre-snap read that it's going to be cover 2 man. Alright, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to use this X route. Everybody knows, it's no secret, this X route kills man coverage. We're going to go ahead and show it to you right now, how powerful that X is. You're going to be able to throw that ball pretty simply down there and get the 5 to 7 yards every single time. Now you can also do the motion out like you see all the time online and be able to get that play pretty simply again against man coverage that's going to torch it. Now I also want to show you that you're going to be able to go ahead and take this X receiver and move him to the right and use that same nice hard sharp turn to be able to beat your player across the middle. So you're going to see here, takes the same hard sharp, and you're going to be able to beat him across the middle and give a different look than you would normally see with that route to be able to beat man coverage. This next cover 2 man beater is very specific on a read, and I want to kind of slow it down for you so you understand what you're looking for, why you're looking for it in order to make this work. So the setup is simply just put the B on a streak and motion him to the right. But what you're going to see is that this A receiver has a nice outside release up the field where he has the ability to beat that strong safety very easily over the top. Now what happens sometimes is that that free safety sees that and tries to compensate for that and rotates over the middle. If he does that right away, you're not going to be able to throw it to the A, but the Y is going to be able to beat his man with no safety coverage on that nice angle towards the pylon over there. So that's the guy you end up throwing to. So your first read's the A, the second read's the Y. If you get a blitzing situation, the X is always going to be open. So you got 3 nice routes options here. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. We're looking at the free safety on the left side and see how he reacts before we know who we're throwing to. So here we go. We're looking at the free safety took a false step. We're going to be able to throw this over the middle for the easy catch in the seam because that guy didn't go over right away. Let's go ahead and show it to you again. Put the B on a streak, move him over, and we're watching that free safety to see how he reacts. So we see, again, he takes a false step. We're going to be able to throw this over the top in the seam for the easy cover 2 man beater. I want to see if I can show it to you where he takes a quick step to the middle and be able to go ahead and show you why we're going to throw it to the Y. I can be able to do it anyways and just kind of simulate it once he goes over, but let's go ahead and check it out now. So here we go now, we're looking at him. Again, he's going to take that false step. We're going to be able to throw that in the seam. We're not getting too much luck of him taking the steps right away to the middle, but trust me, in that situation you're going to be able to see that this guy is going to be able to rotate and we're going to be able to throw it to Y. So let me go ahead and see if I can just make it happen. And we're going to throw this ball over the top to this player and for the easy score as he gets that angle on his defender. So now we're going to go and show you a different look at how we're going to be able to get this A receiver open over the top. Now we're going to do the same thing we did before in a lot of our cover 3 and cover 4 and cover 2 beaters. We're going to move this guy over and we're going to put the A on a drag. We're going to have the same similar success where we're looking at that same free safety on the left hand side. If that free safety goes ahead and rotates very quickly, we're going to be able to throw it to the Y over the top, but we're really looking to get the A as our primary target. So let's go ahead and take a look at it now. And you're going to see that the guy goes ahead and he does bail out, giving us that opportunity to throw it to this receiver for the catch against man coverage. Let's go ahead and show it to you one more time. Move this guy over, put the X on the under, or the drag route. And let's take a look at it. See, this time we're going to try to go over the top to the A receiver. As you can see, he gets a beat on all those players because of the angle of the route. You're going to be able to hit him in that seam. Let's show it one more time for consistency purposes. And you're going to see again that guy's going to be able to get over the top. This time we're going to throw it to this player because of how open he gets as the guy goes ahead and rotates. So this next man beater is going to be something that's a little uniquely designed in order to get some yards after catch on a drag route. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and put the RB on a swing left, and that's designed to go ahead and get the linebacker to get out of the air and go to the left hand side. The next thing we're going to do is get this A receiver who's got this unique route to draw a double team. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to take this B receiver and we're going to go ahead and motion him to the left hand side and hike it right when he passes the A receiver Jones. What he does then is he becomes a blocker, and it's going to help us against any A gap or B gap blitzes because we're putting our running back on a route. And it's going to take that one player that was covering him, and they're going to go ahead and double team Julio Jones now down the field. So Julio Jones is actually going to go ahead and draw 3 people's coverage: the strong safety, the right cornerback, and the slot cornerback. And while we're going ahead and getting that one linebacker on the right hand side out of the field to the left, leaving a huge hole on the right hand side for when you catch it to be able to run on this drag route that we're going to do with this X receiver. So watch how it all unfolds, and then I'll show it in instant replay. So we're going to hike this ball here, and you're going to see how this X gets right here, and see how nobody's over here at all for an easy 20-yard gain after the catch. So let me go ahead and show it in instant replay why I was talking the way I was. So you're going to see here, when we hike this ball at this moment, that guy's going to turn into a blocker. Now watch Julio Jones and see how the player he was guarding now covers him, and you get all 3 players covering him. We did the swing left to get this one linebacker right here, Luke Kuechly, to go the left-hand side, and now this guy's fighting traffic on a drag route to where once he catches the ball, we had this ball at the 45-yard line. Nobody's going to go ahead and get him. That's 5, that's 10, that's 15, 20 yards before anybody touches him on a drag route. Real devastating against man coverage, and we did that by design because we saw how we can manipulate the coverage by using that guy on a block. So a lot of times what I find after I just did that setup, where I put the X on a drag and I put the RB on a swing left and use that beam motion, a lot of times what happens is people start using that one linebacker that covers the running back. So what happens is they usually go ahead and they try to jump the drag route because we already ran it once. We hit that drag for a really long amount of yards. Once we do that same short motion, they forget about the running back, and a lot of times we're able just to go ahead and dump it to our running back on the swing left after they forget about him. And that's why I put him on the swing left, not only to get him away from that one linebacker to drop the draw, but also watch that if the guy jumps the drag route, know in your mind that that swing left is going to be open. I want to make sure you knew that. So this next man beater is actually going to be a designed quarterback scramble to the right hand side. What we're going to do is put the RB on a swing left, and we're going to do the same short motion we've been doing with the receiver. That's going to be able to get us an opportunity to get a lot of yards around the right hand side and be able to really frustrate your opponent. What I'm trying to do here is get a seal off block on the right end right there. That's right outside of our right tackle, and when we do the motion, I try to get around the edge as much as possible because that's going to give you the best success on the run. But if you can't get around the edge, definitely cut it inside and get through the first wave of blockers, and you're going to be able to get at least 15 yards on this. So let's run this a couple times to show you how it can work. So we're going to motion this guy in and hike it right there, see if we can get that outside block, which we do, and you're going to see how much yards we're going to be able to have around the outside when you get the correct blocking, and that time we're able to get about 25 yards on the play. Now you can also keep it inside, like I said before, if the guy does get the outside block here, and I'm going to be able to go inside this time and be able to get a good 15 yards when you do it that way because you've cleared off everybody. It doesn't matter how you do it, but you're going to see how consistent it is. As long as you read that outside player, you can see that you got the inside there and be able to get as many yards as you can and just get down for the easy scramble against man coverage. The last man beater is really simply just firing it to this A receiver after the play action pass. Now watch how he gets open because of that nice outside release on that player to the inside of that player to be able to fire it there. So watch this. You're going to go in here, cut off the play action, and you just throw it right there to the A receiver for an easy 1-2 punch against man coverage. Show it to you again. Cut it off, throw that really quick pass right there, and that's going to be money all the way down the seam as long as they're not in press coverage to go ahead and alter this a little bit. They're in better position. That's all you're doing. You're looking at their defense, showing that they're in man coverage, and now you're going to just be able to cut off the play action and fire that to the A and get real simple yards, guys. So this is ANCAP24 for SmackMartin.com, bringing you the video for the PA shot seams for the man coverage. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit those play call sheets on SmartMadden.com. Appreciate you guys watching my videos. You guys have a great day. Thank you.